It is December the 16th, and we're in the McDowell Nature Preserve. We're down by the lake. We came all the way to the very end of the road. It turns around and heads you back out, but this is the marina or the lake portion of it. And today we're going to do the trail Cove, Cedar Ridge, and Creekside is what it's called. The McDowell Nature Preserve is just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina. Charlotte's just on the other side of the border from South Carolina into North Carolina. And this nature preserve is not far from Charlotte. You can actually see airplanes taking off and landing at the Charlotte airport. And if you look down there on the pond, you'll see some ducks. They're down there having a bath this morning. It's not too bad right now. It's probably, what, 45?
Yeah, around there.
I'm a little chilly because I don't have my jacket on. And I don't have my gloves and my little hat on. So they always say, start chilly when you start a hike. And I'm starting chilly. So we will see. Yeah, you're starting warm. Look at those ducks down there. They're having their morning baths. Looks like the water is very low. We're on a big deficit of rain in the area. Right now in the lake, you can see this little cove down here has a bunch of sandbars on it because the water looks very low. And then of course, you know, people have come out to hike a trail, and instead of hiking the trail, you know, they make cut-throughs.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you're going to hike the trail, hike the dang trail. What's the point of, you know, you cheating yourself if you cut the trail short? I don't understand it. Maybe it's just me. It could just be me. So we're on the Kingfisher Trail. The Kingfisher Trail leaves from the visitor center, and it's not mentioned in the name of the trail. There's several different trails here, but you have to hike down the Kingfisher to get to the Cove Trail. So we found the Cove Trail. We're on the Kingfisher. The Kingfisher kind of cuts through down here, and you come up the road a little piece, and then you jump on the Cove Trail here. So the Kingfisher is kind of an approach to the Cove Trail. When you look at it on the map or in the GPS on where you're supposed to go, you're supposed to park down there. It would make more sense to me. There's a parking area right there. You get parked there and just jump on the Cove Trail here, but it shows you parking down there in the lakeside parking lot, which no big deal.
Well, I think the trail ends down there. And
the trail does end down there.
Come back up here.
Yeah, the trail does end down there.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, you ready? It occurred to us a while back that we've done this trail already, and we filmed it last time. So you had mentioned the last time the difference in the trees from down the hill to up the hill, and it reminded you of the song by Rush, The Trees. And when we're in this section, if I go back and look at the raw video, I cut it out of the video we published, of course. I actually sang The Trees, and I had my stick out in front of me, and I was playing the bass on it as we were hiking along through this section the last time.
I'm still getting over this nasty cold.
You just need to get over it.
I'm trying to.
Before I make you laugh yourself into a coma, let's move along here. And there's a lot of cedars because this is the Cedar Ridge section of the trail that we're on right now. So there's a bunch of cedars up in here. If you look back there on the ridge, you see there's a ton of cedars up there, which is probably why this is called the Cedar Ridge Trail. As we're gearing up to do some of these bigger hikes, one of the things that I typically do on a hike, so I used to carry a Garmin eTrex 30. You know, I use it for, you know, navigation if we needed to navigate. And plotting our courses as we walked. It would keep a track. And then I get home and plug it into a program called Base Camp and look at how far we had walked for that trip, what our elevation changes were, how fast we were going at various stages of the hike, things like that. But then when we started going on some of the longer stuff and some of the stuff a little more remote, several years back, we were thinking about what do we do if something happens. And so we bought a Garmin InReach Mini. You know, at the start of all of these hikes that we film, I was having to start the InReach up. You know, start up the E-Trex, clear it out, get everything ready, send a message to our kids to say, hey, we're starting a hike. And so if something happened to us and we didn't respond before the end of the day, they knew, hey, something's up. You know, find out what's going on. And, you know, 2 devices, 2 different things. You know, the equipment was getting a little old. We'd had it for, I had that E-Trex for almost a decade, I think, and we had the InReach for about 5 years. I decided to try to replace it, and we got a Garmin GPS Map 66i. So yeah, it does all the GPS plotting, or the GPS tracking, track plotting. You know, when we pick up courses and things like that to tell us how far we've gone, and it also has the InReach functionality built into it as well. So this is the first hike out with it. Yeah, the battery life isn't going to be as good because it does both functions and a lot more than the other 2 devices. So, you know, doing some research, one of the things that everybody recommends is putting the thing into expedition mode. One of the things that expedition mode does is turns all the unnecessary functions off. It doesn't do track and send to the Garmin website, which we don't use anyway. It plots a lesser number of points along your track. So we're testing it out on this. I've got the E-Trex running in its normal mode, plotting the track. And then I've got the GPS Map 66 plotting the track in expedition mode to see how the battery life's going to hold up if it plots the track accurately. And then we saved the Mini, and you're going to carry the Mini. Yep. And that's just going to be a backup. So if we're up in the mountains and, you know, the GPS map is attached to me and I go over the edge, that leaves her in a lurch. So she's going to continue to carry the GPS Mini with a lesser plan. I think the plan on that one is like $12 a month, $11 a month. And then I've got the little bit bigger plan so we can send messages back and forth to folks. I think I've got the like 1995 plan or something like that. That's our new equipment for this hike. So this is the Chestnut Trail. We just turned onto it, and this is the last leg of the hike. We got about 3/4 of a mile left, and that's it. We're almost done. Been a pretty good hike. Yeah, it's a nice day. It's a little warm. It's probably 55. But I've got a light sheen of sweat going on, but it's been a really nice day. We went really quickly on this trail today. Where all the hiking we've been doing lately is paying off, and then losing some weight has paid off. You're down, what, 12 pounds? Yep. You're down 12 and I'm down 16, so that has made a huge difference. We right there just crested the last little rise. We're back by the lake. You can see the lake right there, and the down this trail we're a 1/4 mile or less from the parking area. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up, and remember to get outside. Yeah. Worst that could happen is you turn into bear poop.
Catch you on the next one.